And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video we've got a few bits and pieces to discuss, just some small stories here and there, but it does include why Rangers have been handed a big Europa League boost, whilst also, as I said, it's fairly quiet in the international break. We have got a few stories here and there with regards to Rangers to make a video, so you can have a bit of a Rangers fix. I know the international break is pretty boring, not much goes on. However, we are about a week away now until we start building up to the weekend's fixture against St Johnstone. So we're nearly there, not quite through the international break yet, but we've made it 5 days through it. And of course, next week we'll be on the build up to that game against St Johnstone. Now, let's discuss a few bits and pieces. EA Sports, or EFC, or FC24 they call it now instead of FIFA. A bit of a boost for you guys who play games, but Celtic Park and Ibrox are finally included by EA Sports in the new game. So they've now been included in there for the first time, I believe. As I said, clubs actually announcing it on the webs, on their Twitter pages. But Rangers, as I said, put a little video up on their Twitter, basically showing the sort of gameplay for it, and it looks beautiful. So happy to see that. It really does look good in game. And fantastic to see that these video games are actually putting Ibrox on the map, because you used to play, what was it? I haven't played FIFA all that in a long period of time, but I used to play, what's it called? I can't remember, East Point Arena or something like that is where Rangers used to play. But look at the graphics on that, utterly beautiful, utterly amazing, and something I'm really, really excited to see. Such key details. It almost looks real. I have to second guess. Is that real? That is crazy graphics. Honestly, crazy. Oh my god. I might actually have to get this now. Oh my goodness me. I'm actually just reacting to this live. I actually didn't see it. I was just going to read through it, but wow, that looks so good. I can't believe this is a video game. This is mental. Wow. Yeah. I mean, they've done a good job of that in terms of the graphics. But Rangers fans, you can play now at Ibrox on your FIFA or FC24, it was called now. So that is cool to see. Now, moving on to that sort of Europa League boost, guys. As I said, Rangers, of course, going to hopefully be doing well within the Europa League, a competition that we know very, very well. The last time we actually played in the competition, we were in the final, and the last time we kicked a ball in that competition was in a penalty shootout. Damn you, Aaron Ramsey, you still give me sleepless nights. Sometimes I do wake up in the middle of the night screaming, just thinking how close we were to winning the Europa League. Crazy, crazy achievement, but hopefully we can do something like that again. However, we have been handed a big boost, as of course the first game we're playing against is Real Betis, and they have just lost their best centre-back to Saudi Pro League side Al Ittihad. Basically, as I said, their star player, Luis Felipe, has left and joined the Saudi Pro League in Al Ittihad, which does make them a lot weaker. As I said, he was one of their stalwarts in the team, mainstays in the team, one of the most experienced as well, a player that's loved by the Real Betis. The side, as I said, makes them so much better. He's a fantastic player. However, of course, he has now joined Al Ittihad and will not be a part of the team going to Ibrox. So a big boost. We'll celebrate small wins because the team's going to be a bit weaker, and hopefully, as I said, we can try and finish first within this group. That's something we've got to be aiming for, because if we finish first in said group, well, then we get a little free period in February when it comes to European football. We avoid the Champions League teams, and then we're only into the round of 16, quarter-final, semi-final, and then the final. 4 games to lift that trophy. I really need the club to make my dreams come true. It's just, as I said, it's quite hard to get behind because I don't feel we've got a good team at the moment. So I don't think we all do good. In other news, Giovanni van Bronckhorst is the favourite to become Villarreal manager. So Gio, of course, been out of work now for around a year when we decided to sack him. An interesting one that. We'll look back on it now and probably think, was it the right decision? I did feel sorry for Gio. Gio was very, very good in big games. And people will go, oh, he's stinking in the Champions League. I don't think so. We had so many injuries. It was unbelievable. I think the problem for Gio was the league games. We were just drawing. We weren't getting wins. We were 9 points behind Celtic just because we kept drawing matches. So I think that's what Gio's downfall was down to. But I did feel a little sorry for the guy, in terms of getting us to Europa League final. I thought tactically he was a really good manager, but yeah, I just felt, maybe let down a little bit. He probably didn't get the backing that he deserved. Didn't get the money that Michael Beale got, certainly. And was he probably a better manager than Beale? Probably, yeah. So sometimes I do feel a bit bad for him when I look back on it. But we kept drawing to all the sort of dross within the Scottish Premiership, and that was the problem. So, he looks like he's going to be joining Villarreal, or Villarreal have him at the high level of of their wish list, or their shortlist, which fair play to him. I hope he does well, Gio. And yeah, he's just one of them guys. I do like the manager. I think he's good. I really wanted him to do well. And I think, if Aaron Ramsey didn't miss that penalty, I think, he would have been in Rangers folklore. To be fair, he would never have got sacked. If he won the Europa League, I think Rangers fans would have been so buzzing with the Europa League when no one really cared what happened the next season anyway, so he would have just stayed in the job and been able to give time to build. So, a shame for him, but it does look like he could be going into La Liga management with Villarreal. Now, Rangers forward Danilo has been putting in hard yards within this international break. As I said, he's been the sort of question mark for me recently because, he's not really. He was bought for £6 million. He was one of the strikers that actually came with some goals to get a decent goal to game ratio, but again wasn't really featuring for whatever reason. Bill didn't fancy him as such, but he has been taken to social media showing him doing sprints and training in an unnamed location. And as I said, he's looking to build his fitness up ahead of that trip to St. Johnstone. So looks like he's committed. Looks like he's putting the work in. He's not away in Brazil. Some of the Brazilian players can be fairly lazy. If you look back to some of the golden examples of Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Neymar, they all love to party and stuff like that. So good to see Danilo doing his bits of training off of the pitch, and I hope it works out for him. Because we need him to really step up for those games and be our focal point, be our centerpiece in our attacking line. So, as I said, hopefully it all works out for the big man. Now, lastly as well, Barry Ferguson has pinpointed a momentum opportunity that Rangers can basically go on in the fixture schedule after the international break. Writing in his Daily Mail column, he said, Michael Beale and his players have been battered from pillar to post on Sunday afternoon, and that comes with the territory when you let the Rangers support down. I know I've been there and it's a horrible feeling. I was over Eindhoven, and although PSV were a level above, the manner which Rangers just lost disappointed the fans. Then you bounced straight into Sunday's game, and I was overconfident. I thought Rangers would get a result against Celtic, and it didn't happen. You can't change the past, but you can affect the future, though, and that's the message those Rangers players should be hearing over the coming days. There's a lot of noise just now, and the way to quieten it is doing the business on the pitch. That starts with travelling up to Perth on Saturday at 12:30. I know a lot of people want the manager out, and I understand the anger, and I do think it's far too early for Michael Beale to lose his job. The international break gives everybody inside and outside the building the chance to calm down, but the players have to come back ready and bust their gut because they want to kill the noise and to win the games. I've looked at the fixture list and I've seen that St. Johnstone game. Rangers have 5 of their next 6 domestic games, including the Via Cup quarter-final with Livingston at Ibrox. They've got Motherwell and Aberdeen, the Cup game against Livy, Hearts and Hibs in that sequence, with the only away game in Paisley. So that's an opportunity to get back on an even keel and build some serious momentum. There you go. That's what I've said with Barry as well. I do agree. Rangers need to make sure that they are, of course, getting themselves winning momentum. That's what's going to breed confidence, and hopefully our strikers can start getting there, and hopefully Michael Beale's plans do come out of that. I want all Rangers managers to be successful, and I really hope that from now or after the international break till Christmas we can really go on a run, but he seriously can't drop any points. He seriously can't. And one saving grace I will give Beale, apart from Kilmarnock and maybe Aberdeen last year, since he came in, he did do a good job at beating all the rest of the crap in the SPFL. And I think he's only ever lost to Aberdeen and Kilmarnock. So apart from that, he did win pretty much every game. So hopefully that can be the case going forward. But Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you today, guys. As always, please do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Hit the old like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.